Good morning, everybody. So this morning when I woke up, I had this image of an old photograph of a British man, like a colonial settler, standing to attention, holding a briefcase. And at the same time, another image of a Native American, which I've always felt the most incredibly deep connection with. From the geese always interject when I say something that feels real to me. I hope you can hear me over the geese. They get quite excited. And what really came to me was the sense of holding these two images and what happened to the British man standing and holding the suitcase, where he feels like he's no longer real. There's a lack of connection. There's a lack of authenticity. He's a role. He's not an authentic expression of life anymore. And then this, that Malleus Maleficarius, I can never say it correctly, the witch trials, the Roman Catholic Church created this manual with which they used to persecute any people that were working in connection with nature, mostly women, but many men too. And they would target women that walked alone in the forest. They targeted women who were medicine women. They targeted people that were in nature alone, people gathering in nature together. And prior to this, England and Europe held deep ancestral magic, deep ancestral wisdom. And the patriarchal church structure created this sanitization of our lives and of our connection to nature. And it separated us from our true, raw realness, our true, authentic experience of what it is to be a human on this beautiful planet of Mother Earth, of Gaia. And we live these incredibly sanitized lives today. This has become the benchmark of success. Is the bigger the house, the more disconnected from nature, the more automated, the more cleansed. We clean and we cleanse and we fight nature off and we push her back and we reject her. And I remember, I've always lived close to nature. I've always been barefoot in the ground. Most of my school career, I was in trouble because I didn't wear shoes. I love horses. I've always had my fingers in their fur and scratching their bums and, holding my face in my cat's fur and breathing in their beautiful scent. My most beautiful memories of my Waldorf education was when we were studying geometry. We would go into the gardens and we would pick flowers and we would draw them, and such sacred connection to the earth. And I had a boyfriend at one point, and he called me dirty. He said that I was dirty, and it crushed me. It absolutely crushed me because I was looking for validation in the outside world, and specifically from men. And I have sat with this for a very, very long time, trying to sanitize myself and package myself and make myself okay and perfect. Of course, a big part of CPTSD is becoming perfect so that we can be approved of and we can be accepted and we don't get rejected and abandoned by the world. And this concept of dirtiness has now come up for me this morning in this inquiry into this picture of this British colonial man and this sacred, connected, beautiful Native American First People, First Nation person, and how we have made nature dirty. And in doing this, we have created this absolute crisis of separation, which the world is crying and heaving and screaming inside of. We are medicated to within an inch of our lives. In fact, the medication that we are taking is destroying our lives. And how do we come back into vibrant health? We come back into connection with nature. We get dirty. We take off our shoes. We take off our gardening gloves and we put our hands into the soil and we pick it up and we smell it and we breathe it in. That is the source of our microbiome, our gut, our flora. That is the foundation of our health, of our immune system. And instead, when we start to feel like we're getting sick, we go to the pharmacy, we take medication. We don't nurture and nourish our gut back into health. We don't take the essential nutrients and supplements that we need to support our immune system. I woke up in the early hours of this morning with a congestion, and I know that there's some pretty serious lurgies doing the rounds, and I took some drops of vitamin D and I woke up this morning and I'm fine, because that feeds the nervous system, the immune system. It's simple, yet we have separated and complicated. And in so doing, we have destroyed our lives. We are destroying this beautiful planet that we live on. We are destroying the health of our children. So my message this morning is to come back to yourself, come back to connection, come back to your innate knowledge and your innate wisdom and your innate authenticity. Come back to the dirt, to the soil, to the earth. Get our bodies back into balance. We need to get back into right relationship with our bodies, with ourselves, with the earth, with the rivers. So I love you all, and I'm sending you so much love. And if you want any support in how to reconnect and how to reclaim your health, do drop me a message. I would love to support you and I would love to work with you. So much love.